So basically what a road diet is the main idea of it is to reduce the amount of lanes. So this is an example of a road diet. There's many different ways that a road diet can be done. It doesn't have to be a bicycle lane. So this is an example of it. So road diets are usually used when the right-of-way is tricky, when a city, for example, wants to add a bicycle lane, but they don't have the money to purchase the right-of-way into people's private property. So road diets are a way of working with what we have, which is what we have in Monroe Avenue. We have a very narrow right-of-way and we can't really expand the road too much. The road diet isn't just done to add a bike lane. It can be done for many reasons, and the slide is kind of messed up, but there's a lot of different things that different cities have done. They've done it to increase parking, increase safety, improve the quality of life around the area, to decrease aggressive driving, and to improve, to ease rush hour congestion as well. So I want to talk a bit about how traffic calming generally and road diets, or specifically, interact with how cars move in a road. So although we tend to think that if the cars are going to go slower, we're going to have a lot more congestion, that's not necessarily the case. So this graph is basically showing how many cars are speeding over the speed limit, significantly more than the speed limit. So 10 miles per hour over what's posted. The speed limit in Monroe Ave is 35, but when we were walking there, they seem to be going more 55. So, but the decrease in speed doesn't necessarily make the road super congested, because it lowers speeds, but usually from 1 to 5 miles per hour, and not much more than that. There's many different contexts for that, in that different roads with different road diets will have different amounts of speed reduction. However, the main reason that people do road diets is to increase safety. So on average, across about 20 different road diets, the Federal Highway Transportation Administration did a survey on the different road diets and saw how collisions were affected. Mostly the ones that are reduced are head-on left turns, because so the middle lane of the road diet sometimes is used for just the left turn into the side streets. So there are a lot less collisions on average. And the other thing the main other part of the road diet with complete streets as well is that cars are going slower, but it's not necessarily that the cars are being more congested, because they're just going slower down the road, which means that it feels safer for people to walk around the neighborhood. And part of this is so that cyclists and pedestrians feel safer going around the neighborhood, and they might interact with business more in that area. And that is something that a lot of road diet case studies actually find, because a lot of businesses are very worried that their customers who usually come to car will no longer come to their businesses because it's harder to get there. But they also see that there's a lot more vitality in the neighborhood that attracts pedestrian users of their services.